In this video, you're going to learn about Power Editor. We'll start by understanding what it is, who it's for, and how you can gain a competitive advantage by using it. And then I'm going to show you the tool itself, how to access it, and how you can get started using it. So firstly, let's understand what Power Editor is. Well, it's an alternative to the Ads Create tool that you've already been using in this course to create your ads. The difference is that it has additional features which will allow you to scale your marketing campaigns and have an improved workflow. So what are these additional features available in Power Editor? Well, the key thing is that you can manage things in bulk and really get a lot more done with fewer clicks. For example, you can adjust budgets, audiences, and scheduling at once just by selecting multiple ad sets and changing it. You can modify ads themselves, calls to action, and the images that are using. You can bulk upload and change those things. You can also download the information from Power Editor, adjust it offline or in Excel, upload it back up, and that's a way that you can edit tons of campaigns very, very quickly. And the great thing about Power Editor as well is that you can run A/B tests very quickly, duplicate ads, duplicate ad sets, and split your audiences. There's a ton of features in there, and it's much easier to split test inside Power Editor and set that whole thing up than inside the Ads Create tool. So who is Power Editor really for then? Well, it's really for running large-scale advertising campaigns. Obviously, if you can manage things in bulk, this is going to be ideal. If you want to work in an agency, if you want to work as a freelancer, or even if you're running a lot of Facebook ads campaign for your own personal business. The other key advantage of using Power Editor is that they release features into Power Editor first. So for example, lead ads, custom audiences, they would have first appeared here. And so if you're using this tool and familiar with it, you can access those before the general public may be using the Ads Create tool. So that is what Power Editor is, the key features of it, and how you can gain a competitive advantage by using it. Let's jump into your ad account and show you how to access it and get started now. So you want to firstly come into your ad account, and then through the drop down in the side here, you can click All Tools, come down into Power Editor. Now the first thing that you will notice is that any campaigns that you've created in the Ads Create tool will also appear in Power Editor. It's not a completely separate ad account, it's just a different interface. The first thing to do when you use Power Editor is to come up to the top left-hand side of the screen in the drop-down here and just make sure that you select the ad account that you want to view for. If you are working in an agency or freelancing or even working on your own personal ad accounts, just make sure that you've selected the right one before you dive into looking at all the data. Also, in the top right-hand side of the screen, you can see the date range. Usually by default, that's the last 30 days, but just be aware that this information down here will adjust based on the date range that you've put up here. Now, one of the great things about Power Editor is how easy they make it to sort through your data, and the fastest way to find things in Power Editor is to use these two drop downs up here in the top left hand corner, the search and the filters here, and you can use these in combination to really pinpoint and find things. So for example, if I wanted to find any of my ad sets that were inactive, I could just select this. I can add additional parameters here in terms of finding the campaign name, and I can type that in to find that. So right now here, I don't have a ton of campaigns to really be sorting through, but you can imagine this is very helpful if you've got a lot of stuff to sort through. So the search and filters and combining them is really the fastest way to find information in Power Editor. Now in terms of the layout of the rest of the dashboard, this is going to look familiar to you. Campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Those are the three levels of the Facebook ad structure, and we've seen that before in the Ads Create tool. Now one handy tip when using this navigation is if you want to see the ad sets and ads for only one campaign, all you have to do is tick the box here. You can see it's coming up as one selected. Now in this tab, I'm only going to see the ad sets for that one campaign and also the ads for that campaign. Now what I can do additionally is come into this tab, and if I want to see only the ads for this one ad set in this one campaign, I can see them here. And that makes it much easier for me to really pinpoint the ads that I might want to change and optimize. Now, in order to edit the ads themselves here inside Power Editor, you just want to click on the ad, click on the little drop down here, click on Edit, and this is going to open up this tab here where I can edit the ad if I want. And I can also see in this tab some of the analytics for that particular ad as well. To get back to the main screen, you want to click back on the Edit tab and just this little arrow here to move that back out of the way. If you want to deselect any of these ads, ad sets, or campaigns, you can just click and really get back to the full view here. Now you may also see these buttons across the top here. These are some of the features that really help you to bulk manage campaigns and ad sets. So for example, I can select one campaign here or multiple ones, and I can duplicate them. I can do some quick edits, turn them on, turn them off, find, replace, bin them, etc. Import them, export them. I'll be going through all of that stuff with you, but for now, just get access to the Power Editor tool following the steps that you've learned in this video.